What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. A happy Sunday. It is Sunday, July 31st. For all of you that did attend Otakon here in the United States, I hope you had a wonderful experience despite the chaotic lines. As I make this reaction, we just learned that Otakon did exceed over 40,000 attendees, which is a complete record for the event, and also explains why there were a lot of problems this year. But alas, that's not what this video is for. I've already made a reaction on my personal page about my thoughts about that. In this reaction, however, we'll be reacting to the 14th episode of A Couple of Cuckoos. We are in the second Cour. The title of today's episode are Walls Are There to Be Overcome! Exclamation point, exclamation point. So last week's episode was our first episode starting off the second Cour, and it focused around Nagi, Etika, and Hito. Nagi, as you know, is currently trying to process these feelings and craziness that he's going through, especially with Sachi now pretty much entering herself into the ring and competition now. And courtesy of his dad, all three of these girls have now been on his mind as potential candidates of people he's interested in, but that's just because of how much influence each of them have respectfully had in his life now. And as a result, he did terrible on his exam. He came in 13th. Now, 13th for us, that's amazing. In your grade level, you come in 13th? Shit, that's amazing. I'll take that, pat myself on the back, and take myself out to a nice dinner. But not in his case, because his rival is Hito, where he has to continue to overcome her so that he can feel that he has the worth and the right to be able to like her and to be interested in her. That said, that was not at the helm of why Hito was so upset last episode. But what we saw instead was what I've continued to say throughout the show, which is continued good chemistry, great chemistry between Etika and Nagi. That no matter who he might be interested in, Etika and Nagi have such a dynamic with each other that neither Sachi nor Hito can really hope to overcome that dynamic. And we saw that reel its head in the last episode because there was only one person who actually did help him and argued him out of his depressive state was Etika herself. And Hito realized that, and she also realized how much she was helping him out when she went to the study session, just to find out that she was already helping him out in a way that she thought she was going to be able to. So she felt real down on herself. She didn't care about the fact that he did so terrible on his grades. She wanted to be the one to help him because she does care, and as we now know, she does like him too. So at the end of the episode, she pulled him to the roof and she told him flat out, how she was basically feeling, and the fact that, she thought she was going to be able to help him, and basically that she was jealous. So that's where we kind of culminated the last episode off of. And actually the last scene, if I remember correctly, was Etika herself telling Nagi that she has to do really good on her grades, because if she does not do good on the next test, she will have to go home. And so that's where we leave this episode today off. So my opinions is I thought it was a nice episode to bring us back into the start of the second Cour. And I think things are definitely getting real spicy and real heated from here. All the pieces are now in place now, and now it's just a matter of seeing how those pieces put themselves together. So we're going to go ahead. We're not going to waste too much time here. We're going to get this episode started. There's really no no rating to really talk about, because A Couple of Cuckoos did not rank in top 10 of either Anime Corner or Anime Trending. I'll take a look at it real quick, actually. It looks like for Anime Corner, A Couple of Cuckoos came in 14th with 3.5% of the votes. And I do not know the percentage that it came in with Anime Trending. But it still is maintaining a consistent rating on Mal. And I'll put the rating as of the time of the video reaction being posted up on the screen. At the time I'm reading it, it's a 7.31. It's getting consistently 7s and 8s, and for a show like this, that's actually good. And it does have 9s. It has quite a number of 9s. Not really many 10s, but it's consistently rating between 7.5 and 8, which I think for this show is appropriate. Right now it's ranking at an 8 for me. So I think it's right around where it needs to be, and we'll definitely see how things end up playing out from this point forward. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start the reaction. And again, the title of today's episode, which Crunchyroll doesn't think you need to know, but they continue to not be able to post these titles in time, is Walls Are There to Be Overcome. So let's go ahead and get this started, and we see that Etika is immediately on the screen before we even press the play button. So let's see what she's about to say. In 3, 2, 1. Yep. She got to get it together now. Yo, I swear, I love Aika though. I really do. I ain't gonna lie, I actually completely forgot just that quickly that we had a new opening that we did watch last episode. Also, aesthetically, and I've been talking about Hito's aesthetic most of the show. Her aesthetic is starting to grow on me now. Like, I really love her when she's on screen. I just can't root for her for a romantic standpoint. But I do love her on screen. I swear, these three girls are gonna age my man like 30 years. I love this girl. Always dressed for the occasion. AK, you failed the exam. AK, we as in you. And I love that about you. I really do. I love her so much. Girl. Also, where my girl be getting these outfits from, bro? I mean, I would be pretty concerned too. Well, I mean, you need to apply yourself, my girl. Exactly. Because you kind of had to, because of your circumstances. Hell. At least you're getting a hard one out the way. What in the world, my girl? Hey. Where'd she get these outfits from? Oh, hell. Searching from hell. Yo. Girl, you don't know pie? Pie, my girl. Everybody know pie. That's what I'm saying, my girl. That's what was decided. Thank you. My girl. Such a did help diffuse that. My man was about to blow a whole gasket. Oh my goodness. Girl, we gotta move on. We got to move on. But she's not comprehending a damn thing on the paper. It's just weird that he's now making you come home now, though. Also, now you're being a little harsh right now, my dude. I know why, but come on, my dude. It's a little brutal, my dude. Rightfully so. A little brutal, though, my man. Yep. Or just help this girl out, my dude. Because you know you ain't trying to return to that now. Like, Erica really likes this life that she's living now. And she is trying. She's just not very smart. So, I mean, you're not really trying to stop her either, though. Yeah. I can truly agree with you right now, Sachi. He's kind of being a bit of an ass. Exactly. That's why you have to help her learn. And that's all it is when it comes down to examinations. Is memorization. It's memorization. Okay, my dude, you ain't need to say that. But dang. Oh. Okay. All right. Now be careful now, my dude. You just said something there that might get you in a little trouble a little later on. Because Etica's already kind of opened the door for you, too. Grandiose. Yeah, that was a bold thing you said there, my dude. Hey, Sachi. She came through. My man, a whole dictator over here now. Because what happens to her is important for me. Oh, man. He just needed to give her a little push. Exactly. He knows what he's doing. I just want explanations about these pictures that no one's explained to me yet. My man is dead. Yo, now you that man though. Ah! Oh. Oh, it's time for the festival. No! Yeah, of course it's me. Exactly. My man is so unamused. I'm sure you'll be fine, though, my dude. You're smart enough. And you might have helped yourself by helping her. So that for 500 yen? A little under $5. That looks like a lot. Good portion sizes. I love it. How? Oh boy. He said the word. I was just thinking in my mind we were going to have to get back to the situation at hand. But I didn't think it was going to happen, well, at least for a few more episodes. Damn, gone it. Here we go again. Oh. Oh, this is her first. This is the first. Yep. Yes, you have. It's her. It's her. Oh man, that's right. They'd never met. She's like, there she is. Oh, have you now? We will see you later, my girl. Oh boy. But we, the viewers, can, and I'm telling you, it's a problem that we're going to have to really address sooner than later. And it's a problem that you accidentally egged on without realizing you did. Like, it's not even really 100% his fault. Sachi is, about that. Oh, dang, she covered. She didn't even say that he was going with her. Yep, that's right. And this is the first time she's no. Oh, and all three girls, they're together. Oh, it's the first time all three of them have been, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. If she's her... Oh, there are questions to be asked now. No, come on. Damn. We get into the good stuff now. Now we get to what I've been waiting for 14 episodes. Hito is sitting here like, what? Damn. I wonder what Hito's gonna say next. Again, and I said I said this last episode, and I'll say it again. I don't inherently have an issue with the ending song. It's just not the ending that we have. I mean, we can't deny that first ending of this show was just an absolute freaking banger. So, all right, well, guys, the girls have met formally, all three at the same time now. And this is where the show is really about to start really ticking to wherever it's meant to go from this point. Nagi has presented Sachi as his sister. Erika has presented Sachi as her sister. Someone is lying. And if Hito is able to put together which of the two is not really telling the truth, she will instantly realize why she got that incredibly unwarm response from Sachi when she was at the thing. And Hito is not dumb. So I think she's going to put everything together next episode. So, I was just about to talk about the fact that Sachi has relatively been behaved, since the whole accidental kiss thing happened. And, she's kind of more or less just stayed in a kind of conservative place. Because now that he said that he will look at her more, as a woman and not so much as just a family member, that he'll start treating her in the way that she would like to be treated. But of course, he didn't realize that when he did that, that invited automatically any romantic interest that she had other than familial love. And he invited that into the mix, and now it's about to reel its ugly head. So for the first time in the entire show, the girls have all met collectively, but now once Nagi actually appears, because what's probably going to happen is Hito's going to hang around the girls, and they're going to go and she'll meet up with him from there, and then all four of them will interact with each other for the first time as a collective group. And that is where things are going to get very, very, very dicey. So, some of these mistakes that have been made, Nagi wouldn't have really realized that he was getting ready to make. But I said, when he set things really into motion once he made the comments that he did to Sachi, because now Sachi has a chance. In her mind, she has a chance. Now, we as the viewer, I still continue to believe that Sachi does not have a chance. But for the first time in this entire show, I will say, I may have to slightly bite my tongue a little bit. I said that Hito herself did not stand a sliver of a chance when it came to the chemistry of Erika. But Hito may actually gain a little bit of ground in this fight. I still believe that the show is going to end with a Erika-Nagi relationship and actual marriage at some point later in the future. But now the tables have really transitioned. And also, I guess I can say that Sachi automatically has to not be 100% ruled out because he had her in his little vision that he had too. So this is interesting. Things are about to get really dicey, and you know, the show has presented it in a way that all three of the girls are very likable. I love when all three of them are on screen, and each of the three of them have their strengths and weaknesses and quirks that I love to see and also hate to see. So it's not even a case of who am I rooting for most, because obviously that's Erika and Nagi, but I don't know, because they've been so well, how I'm going to feel when things really start getting down to the nitty gritty and what's really going to be the appropriate way to deal with all of this. I do again believe that we need to address this sooner than later, and it looks like sooner is going to be the case because now everyone has met. But how do you do this in a way that it doesn't hurt someone? And this is the age-old case that when love is in the midst of things, and now that of course Sachi and them know that they aren't blood related whatsoever, so she is now because at this point Sachi is completely turned off for the most part that she is his sibling. She is romantically interested now, and as much as I didn't want that to be the case, that is the scenario that is at play here, and someone will be hurt at the end of this, and someone will be two people. I personally would not like a harem because I do believe that the chemistry is best with Erika and Nagi. But I won't 100% take a harem off the table, but it's just I wouldn't really encourage it either. So now this is where my 8 out of 10 is going to be challenged. I have consistently given the show an 8 out of 10 up to this point. And whether it remains an 8 out of 10, slightly goes up or slightly drops, is going to depend on how this next episode, the 2 episodes, goes. And I think that whatever my rating ends up settling in once the end of this festival saga is done will probably be what my rating will be collectively for the series when the series actually concludes. So we'll definitely see. Interesting cliffhanger, interesting situation here, guys. I don't know where we're going to be when we're at the end of this, but your guess is as good as mine at this point. So with that said, that is my reaction. I hope you guys liked the reaction and liked the episode. If you did like both, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. As a reminder, I will be in Montreal next week for Otakuthon, and this reaction will probably be a bit more delayed than this week's reaction ended up being, because I will not be back from Montreal until late Monday evening. I might get it up in time, I might not, we don't know. But we'll see how all that plays out when I get to that point. And until that reaction video comes, catch you later.